Welcome to the Risk Forever channel, guys. The channel which shares the most relevant tips and tricks on how to win at Risk and improve your rank in no time. Subscribe to the channel and you won't even see how fast you will become so much better at Risk. Push that notification bell to see new videos first. This is your host champion ever. This is another 4-player fixed card Capital Conquest game which is being played on the Turkey map. Settings: Alliances on, balance blitz dice rolls in 60 seconds per turn. In the beginning of the game, all of the players select one of their territories to be their capital. The capital territories differs from a simple territories to that they have an increased defending bonus, so it's not so easy to take them down. Also, to be easily identified, capital territories have this icon on themselves. Each capital gives you 2 extra troops per turn each, so you don't want to lose them. And not also because of that, but because the main goal of the Capital Conquest is to conquer all of the capitals. The first player to do so wins the whole game. However, there is a 3 rounds rule. In order to win by capturing all the capitals, there should be already 3 rounds from the beginning of the game passed. Once 3 rounds are already passed, all you need in order to win is capture all of the capitals, and that's it. You don't necessarily need to conquer the whole map or even take somebody else out. Capturing all of the capitals is your #1 priority and the main goal. And as you can see, with the orange player leaving his capital barely guarded, the white player saw the opportunity and took the capital for himself. Though he got a very good blitz roll, with the capitals having increased defending bonus, you are very lucky if you lose the same amount of troops blitzing your opponent's capital. It's kinda good for me that the white player decided to take down orange's capital, because with the white player not having one huge army anymore, I was more safe on expanding and capturing a bunch of stuff without being that much worried that it could be taken down. So far I'm not sure if my opponents would let me hold the 7 troops area I've just captured, but they would better invade it. That would be ridiculous to let me get so many extra troops each turn. And as you can see, the white player has unfortunately invaded me, which I'm still very happy about it, because that was all that he's done, meaning that it would still let me get some extra troops by having a lot of territories. As you know, the more territories you have, the bigger troops bonus you get. From 12 territories instead of the usual 3 troops, you start getting 4 troops, and then every 3 new territories you get 1 extra troop, so for 20 territories I've got 6 territorial troops. And now if I get to hold all the 24 territories, then I will receive 8 extra troops as my territorial troops bonus. Since the white player invaded me, I decided to start targeting him. It seemed that the orange and blue players will be busy with each other anyways, so it made the most of sense for me to start doing it. As with the orange player and blue player being the biggest enemies with each other, the diplomacy-wise it would be the most favorable for me to have them both in a 3-player situation rather than the white player, who is an enemy for me and neutral to others, with me starting to highly targeting him. However, if the white player in a 3-player situation stays, then I would prefer to have the orange player over the blue player as the 3rd player, as the white player in the beginning of the game blitzed orange's capital, which orange could be still possibly mad about. And then obviously, because the orange player is my ally, he accepted my alliance request after the blue player unsuccessfully crushed his troops into orange capital, which orange before taken it from blue. The orange player put a lot of troops next to the white player's capital, and this is very good news for me. It could indicate that he will be a threat for the white player while a very good support for me. Judging by the orange player's stats, it seems he is a new low-rank player which could possibly take the alliance with me too seriously, and if so, then I might be able to get a very huge advantage winning this game not so hard. But I mean, it's obviously too soon to say. As in case the orange player would start having a bigger advantage over me, then I could be forced to betray him. And of course, a betrayed low-rank player could be very dangerous. He could switch all of his attention towards targeting you and only you. So this is something I would be afraid the most. But so far, it seems that everything will be good, so unless the white player would very highly target me, while let the orange player regain his capital and have the region. So far it seems everything is working great. With the orange player being a problem to the white player, I think I will leave the white player alone for a bit and take some territories from the blue player, which has already become a bot, so he is not an opponent to worry about. However, if the white player starts targeting the orange player instead of me, then it will really favor me. And I mean, even though the blue player has turned into a computer player, I still can highly increase my territorial troops bonus by capturing all this territories made of ones. So even though I'm not holding any region, I could still increase my territorial troop bonus by a lot by having tons of territories. And obviously with the orange player being my ally, I won't be capturing the territories of him, so he wouldn't capture mine either. I want that we would stick in a very strong alliance so he could help me out winning the game if he lets me have a superior advantage. Unfortunately though, or maybe fortunately, the white player has quit the game it seems. I have the advantage over the orange player, but I really hate playing with the bots, so I think if the orange player continues teaming up with me, then I won't going to target him either. He seems to be a very good and sweet ally in general, so I would feel bad targeting him. Also, he is very new to the game, so I want to have some fun. So if I see that he is not dangerous to me, then I will continue crushing bots while not targeting him. But oh wow, have you seen that blitz roll? I lost 3 times as more troops than blitzing the white player's 6-troop capital having a big army, while the white player having quite smaller army successfully blitzed 6 troops orange's capital in the beginning of the game, losing only 5 troops. And now the orange player lost 3 troops fewer when taking the capital from white while taking quite a big 38 versus 22 troops blitz roll. So this time unfortunately the dice hate me while are loving my opponents. But oh well, one time you get more lucky while another one not so much. It's all about RNG. The capitals could be very unpredictable. Anyways, with the orange player continuing to team up with me and eliminating blue, I'm very happy with the situation, and hopefully he will try to eliminate the white player too. Of course, if there's only one real opponent left with all other players either being or becoming bots, you should always try getting rid of your real opponents first while leaving the bots alone. However, if you see that your low-rank opponent is taking the alliance with you very seriously, then before targeting him, you could see if he would be willing to team up on the bots firstly. So of course do everything very reasonably. You want that you would still keep sustaining the advantage over him, as otherwise you will obviously lose, so don't get too much enthusiastic when crushing the bots. The orange player was very unfortunate to not notice the last territory of the white player, so I would have increased my advantage by getting 4 extra cards for free. Fortunately to the orange player, the white bot had a set at 3 cards. But I decided to take it anyways even though it wasn't worth it. But it was to appreciate a very good alliance with the orange player, as instead of crushing bots, he could have just targeted me. And I mean, when a lot of players bot out in an unranked game, I don't really care too much to win anyways. So if any of my decisions to weaken the bots would have backfired me and the orange player would have taken the advantage over me, then I wouldn't have cared that much anyways. I think the most important thing that I let the orange player have some fun, and at the same time I had a lot of fun by myself as well, even though this game should have been very boring with the 2 players quitting the game, and it would have obviously been if we hadn't stuck in a strong alliance. Or I mean, it would have definitely been boring, at least when it comes to me, as I hate playing with bots. Not sure how about orange, but I guess he would have really hated it if I, from being the best ally, would have become the biggest enemy, targeting him while leaving all the bots alone. But anyways, as you can see, to make a very strong alliance with someone and mutually team up could be a very good strategy, especially in the maps like Turkey, in which it could be impossible to guard your regions properly, so you only rely on your opponent's generosity. And another good strategy could be to try highly increasing your territorial troop bonus by capturing a lot of territories, so you could have a good advantage over other players even without having any region. It seems the orange player has completely realized that it's impossible for him to win anymore, so to not waste any more time he moved his troops from his capital. And that's very appreciated. Anyways, let's see what rank my opponents were. Alright, the orange player was a novice, the blue player was a beginner, and the white player was a master.